Hey, what's up, you jackals? I am your friendly neighborhood Spider-Manos, and I'm back with some more comic reviews. Now, normally I do the big weekly pull where I tell you what I pulled this week and, talk about them and stuff like that. But I only got one comic this week around, and I'm not too surprised by that because last week I got 7 books, which is a usually high number for me. Usually I get around 4 to 5 comics at most. So last week was a pretty big week, and a really good week, too. So I was kind of expecting a small week, and sure enough, I was correct. The only thing I collect that came out this week was Miles Morales' Spider-Man, number 25. And that's by our usual team of Saladin Ahmed and Carmen Carnero. And things get a little bit tense for our hero Miles. Before I start going, I'm going to mention that my comic book, Red Knight, issue 5, just came out. It's available right now at Manos Publishing, and in print and digital, whichever way you like to buy comics or read comics. And you can do both if you want. I don't have a problem with that if you want to buy both from me. Get it at the link below. It's manospublishing.com, and you'll be glad you did. You'll be glad you supported an indie comic creator. So, hey, let's get going with non-indie books right here. Now, there's been kind of this issue that's been kind of like building in Miles' life, there's been something going on with these guys. I think it's the assessor, they're sneaking around, they've been doing kind of some shady crap. And you've been kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop, and the other shoe seems to be dropping because his parents, who know who he is, they are telling him, along with his best friend here, Gant? I've never heard his best friend's name said out loud, so it's Gank? That can't be right. Gant? G-A-N-K-E. If anybody in the comments can tell me specifically how it's pronounced, I'd really appreciate it. But Gant, tell him, hey, there's this guy dressed up like you doing some nefarious stuff, like kidnapping a scientist and stuff, which, he doesn't usually do. He threatens landlords, sure, but that's a different thing. Those deserve it. So he is trying to figure that out with his friend, and he finds out that while he's been busy doing literally everything, with the champions and stuff like that, his friend started dating his ex-girlfriend, Barbara, which, kind of pisses him off, and, they have exchange of words. Matter of fact, it gets a little tense when he slams him against the wall, and you know what? Miles is a superhero that can throw cars around. So, you know what? He's very concerned about that. I like that moment where he says, get your hands off me. And it comes off really serious, and it does kind of take Miles back for a second, oh man, I was going a little bit crazy there. I'm sorry, I'm a little under pressure. So he goes, and starts to investigate the problem. And he finds some scientists that were attacked by his imposter, and they're scared of him. They think he's the same one that attacked him earlier. And sure enough, hey, the other Spider-Man, Peter Parker, shows up and, kicks him in the face, and he starts fighting. Peter thinks he is the imposter, which, Peter, this has happened to you, literally dozens of times. There's even a meme about it. You should at least give him benefit of the doubt. But during the fight, he realizes, it's him, and actually it's a nice touching moment. I love, and this issue does this pretty well, I love the relationship between Peter and Miles, and, it's not so much like a hero-sidekick kind of relationship, it's more like brothers, like an older and younger brother. It's really nice, and I love how they reconnect here. Miles has been hanging out a little bit in Amazing Spider-Man, but it's nice to see Spidey come over here too. So they decide to go figure out this problem together, and they find the first of the Miles clones. And he has this Clayface kind of power. They all have different power sets than Miles, along with the normal spider stuff. They fight it out, and then they get separated, and we end up with this really cool closing shot of Miles running into 3 other Miles clones, and they are rather different. Matter of fact, I felt really stupid because I was very into this, and I got to the last page and, had this reveal for me, not even realizing that these guys are on the cover, like the back cover. I didn't even look at that. Very nice. Also, there's this backup story, and it's from, let's see, who wrote this? Cody Ziegler, and who did the art? Let's see, Bostos? It's a cute story. He is heading towards his friend's birthday. He gets stopped and has to fight this bee-themed villain. And he's able to... This bee-themed villain seemed like he's kind of testing the waters, like see if he could, be a villain and stuff like that. It's kind of a funny little story. It's very cute. But the main story, of course, is what I'm talking about, and this is very nice. And, this has been building for a minute, so it's kind of cool to see. This has been called, like, Miles's Clone Saga, and, like, some Spider fans are going, oh, no, not that. But it doesn't look like it's going to be, like, this 2 to 3 year pain parade of 8,000 comics. I think Saladin is smarter than that, so that's not going to happen. It's just Marvel. I think Marvel likes to take these kind of like well-known and sometimes infamous story titles and recontextualize them. So you go, oh shit, no, it's not this story. Oh no, So they're going to try and do it, better and stuff like that. That's what they've done with Secret Wars, which Secret Wars is a little better light than some of these. Clone Saga, and they're doing that with Heroes Reborn very soon. So I guess I'll be talking about that as well. Anyway, the art's gorgeous, the writing's very nice, very tense, and the relationships are solid. Very good and stuff. I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 Ram chips. This has been very good. They've been building something, and it's nice to see it start paying off. Hey, did you read issue 25? Let me know in the comments below. You can let me know if there's anything I missed. Since I only bought one book this week, maybe there was some shit I should have looked at. Let me know. It always helps my algorithms too, so don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for all things Manos. You can find me at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr. You can support this channel and Manos Publishing at Patreon for just $1 a month if you want to. And speaking of support, you can check out how I write comics with Red Knight #5. This is one of my favorite issues, actually. The script is pretty good. It's what happens when a former A-list villain strolls through town with his B-plot plan, and doesn't go very well for anybody involved. Check it out. So, I think that's it for now. Push the button, Lindsay.